Steve from Steve's Locksmith Shop. I haven't done a video in forever, and this video is going to be on the 10 cut GM key. That's going to be the Hu100 10 cut. So this is on the Miracle A7, and the version of software I'm using is 5.5. Let's fire this up. And on the 5.5, that 10 cut's not in there. So, and I couldn't really find a newer version that I could get for free and download, so I had to create my own key, and I ran into some problems, but I figured it out, and I just thought maybe if I did a video I could show you guys and it'd help you out. So I'm running Windows XP on here. It's older version because the Windows XP works really good with this machine. And so my tablet, just while it's loading this up, my tablet is a Toughbook tablet, and I could lift it out of here and put it in another van. I put these docking stations in each van, so I'll be able to switch it out really good. And it has a USB cable around back. You see there, it runs to the machine, and it also charges 2 extra batteries on this charger. So this docking station's pretty cool too. So it doesn't take up much room on the van here. Let's just close that window. Let's open up my Codemaster. I'm gonna go. Let's see if I get in here better. Turn off the flash there. Okay, so version 5.5. We'll load it up. Okay, so I already designed the 10 cut GM key. If you can see my cursor here, I'll go right down to it. H100. There we go. Hu100 GM 10 cut. And I'm gonna go over. Move over here, and you can punch in a code. Let's just punch in a code here. 13142. Oh, can't do those. It's only 1 through 4. Okay. Okay. I just made one up. So anyway, so that's the code. So, and then I can send this to the machine and cut it. But the reason I'm making this video is just to show you guys the measurements system. So all of these measurements you're going to be entering in when you create a key. So you go into your menu wherever you want to put this, and you're just going to right click on the button. And if you see here how it says add new key profile, well, I already did that, so we're just going to hit edit. But if you guys don't have it, you're going to hit add. So this comes up right away. So what would come up if you hit add? You would have to give it a name. I called it Hu100. Okay. So we're doing the laser cut here. Let me take it off of there. Okay. So if you see here, see how it says groove 1 300? So that's in millimeters, but what it is the first 2 spots are behind the decimal, but you're not going to put a decimal, so you just put, it's like 299, so you just put 300. So you're not going to use decimals in this at all, and that's where it was messing me up when I was doing it. So we're going to hit OK. We'll go to step 2. Step 2, you're going to enter in all of, these are all of the cuts on here. So you're going to put 10 cut here, and then your tip stop, and then here we're going to go side B. Okay. Side A would be the other side. GMs are on side B. So all these measurements here are going to be in millimeters, so it's 27.8 whatever it is. You can't see it on here because it's not. So there's the 2 digits behind the point. So you're not going to put a decimal point in. So you're going to put 27.8, and then there's one more digit here. Let's see if I can see it. Okay, so I put 27.88, and that's going to be the first cut. So really it's 27.88, but we're just putting 27.88, no point. And you're going to do the whole thing. So you're always going to have 2 behind the decimal. So even down here, so this would be 3.60 at the bottom. So once you enter all those in, we're ahead. Okay. Now it's going to want me to save it, so we'll hit save. We'll go back. And we'll go right click here, edit. Okay. Step 3. And it wants to know your depths. And just remember, the 2 are behind the decimal point, so it would be 2.64, but there is no decimal. You're not going to put it. 2.15, point or 1.65, and 1.14. And amount of depths is 4. And then here the width of the key is 6.35. Okay. So in step 4. It wants to know the thickness of the key, which is 3, but really is 3.00, so it'll be 300. The length of the key, well, the first cut starts at 27.88, so I just put 32. There's no points on this one, so it's 32 millimeters. It's going to be the length of the groove. And then this here is your cutting depth, so how deep it's going to cut into each side, and it's 1.20, and it's 120 is what you're going to put. So anyways, the moral of the story is, as you see, you're not going to use a decimal point, and so that was throwing me off. It took me a while to figure out what the heck, and this is just notes you could put at the end. But anyways, so that is how you add your 10 cut key onto your 5.5. Now, I did get an email the other day from another guy. He had a 60, I think it was a Hu66L, if I believe right. So let's pull it up. And I haven't run into that, but he said it was longer than an Hu66. So let's see what's in here already. Hu66. Yeah, so I just have the Hu66. This one says extra cut, so let's see what that one is. That one's okay. That one's 8 cut, extra cut. I don't know what the difference is. Clearly, there is a difference. So supposedly I guess there's an Hu66L, which has 10 cuts. So I could get my measurements off my code software and do the 10 cuts for whatever key it is, and do the same thing I did here for the GM and make me a Hu66L. So, but I haven't done that yet. I haven't ran into that key. But anyways, that is how you create a key on the software. And if you see, my van has changed a little bit. I took out my Ultra Code machine. I was having a problem with it, with the vibration and calibration, so I took it out, moved in the shop. It's working great there. My other laptop computer I had in here, if you see up here, they drilled this for a roof rack, and there was a big storm and it leaked, and right over my laptop computer, so wrecked it. So I had to get something else. So I ended up buying these Tough books. They had Windows XP on them, which is what I wanted. And my generic code software, I was worried that generic code wouldn't run on Windows XP. And I ordered the newest update, and it works perfectly. Let me close this out. I'll show you guys. Go to generic code. And there's generic code, and this is the newest version. This is the 2020 version. Make sure it's focused. But anyways, so it works great on Windows XP. I called Frame Manufacturing to make sure it would work. They said it should, but they don't guarantee it. So I bought it. I had to get updates anyways, and I loaded it on. I bought 3 of these laptops, so I got one of them in the shop and one in each of my van. I bought 3 docking stations, and so these I bought used on eBay. They were running about $60 a piece. The docking stations were about $40 a piece. So for all 3 vans, they have the same type of system. I was about the same price as a cheap Walmart laptop. And these things, if you ever look up these Tough books, these are the CFU1s, and they're pretty awesome tablet. And they fire right up. They have a solid state hard drive, so they're designed for vibration on vehicles and stuff like that. So anyway, Steve's Locksmith signing off.